What is up, peeps? This is For The Win TCG, and I'd like to welcome you back to another YouTube video. And I just hit my microphone, for God's sake. Hope you didn't hear that. But today, of course, we have some more PTCG online, and we are showcasing a brand new deck list. In this case, we are going to be talking about, or playing with, should I say, Dusknoir. Now, this card is, again, one of those cards that kind of just slipped under the shadows. I believe it came from Burning Shadows, so but with that said, I think this card is pretty good. Having the Dark Imitation ability allows some good spread damage, and then we have Mind Jack, which is does more damage for every benched Pokemon on your opponent's side of the field. That's what I was trying to say. So it has some synergy there, and with the likes of a lot of Ninetales GX coming out, this is a lot more viable. And of course, we have Malamar to just deal with the awkward energy attachment for its primary and only attack. Now, I didn't actually initially make this list with Choice Band, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it up and throw in the one everyone is probably thinking. Am I typing Choice Band? And throw in the one that everyone's probably thinking about, and that's of course a Spell Tag. So what I'll do is I will throw Choice Band probably to 1. No. We'll just go full on Spell Tag. Why not? We might as well just have some fun here, right? Anyway, with that said, you can see I've got 4 variants of the list because I made the list a while ago, and I really wanted to fine tune it to find out how it plays and what works with it. I've tried to up with Coco and stuff to accommodate to its spread. And things like that. So I thought, you know, it's best just to play it raw Dusknoir on its own. It's the most consistent that way, especially with a load of Ninetales GX. I tried playing it without a load of Ninetales GX and going for a Shrine type idea, which again can work. But I kind of just like the idea of using, oh please, I was about to say I thought we were playing Sylveon, but I saw Dark type there, so I have no idea what we're actually up against here. Also, whilst we're here, I want to give a quick shout out to Sombra. Thank you so much for pointing out that the Discord link is in fact, or was in fact, incorrect. I was providing a Discord link in my description on my Twitter, and she tried to join it and told me that the invitation itself was expired. So I was like, oh, damn, I completely thought I set it to non-expire, but I've gone fix it up now in all of my descriptions for the past like month, I think. So I've just gone back and changed it. So in the description as well will be the correct Discord link. So if you do want to join the Discord server, like a few people have already, thank you very much for those who have joined. I really appreciate it. And you want to see some discussions of deck lists, and the deck list that I provide as well will be in there from my videos. Then of course go and join that server. The link itself will be correct. So I'm glad I can say that. And as I said, thank you for Sombra for pointing that out. It is quite helpful to know these things. But yes, here we are. Let's get into this game. I kind of like Dusknoir. Again, it's got high HP. Obviously, the big problem with it, and I think it's on everyone's mind right now, is it's weak to Dark. So Zoroark is going to have a field day. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I wouldn't say this card is anything meta, per se. Anyway, let's play the lecture here before I start rambling. And I think we're going to get these 3. That's what I think we're going to do. 1 Inkay on the field is all you need. So 1 Malamar is all you need. As long as you find your DCEs, you are fine. So I don't mind just playing the 1 Malamar. And we'll attach Spell Tag here and an Energy here. And I think, we're going first, so we can't attack. And then we'll just pass. Oh, we're playing Guzzlord. Okay. Usually these games only go one of 2 ways. It's either you completely destroy them or they completely destroy you. I mean, given we're weak to Dark means they can actually go for... Oh, wow, that didn't work out for them. They can actually go for their Glutton GX and take 3 prize cards from me in a one-hit KO, which is kind of a shame. Right, we have a rare candy in hand, and that's kind of cool. So we might as well get right now a Dusknoir. Oh, these are 2 very valuable things. I think I'm going to get rid of the Lily. That might have been a misplay, but we have all 4 of our Dusknoir, so every rare candy is going to count here. So I'm kind of okay making that play. I'm going to Lily for 5. Fingers crossed we pull a DCE so we can just start attacking. The very, very awkward thing here is, well, we didn't pull a DCE, which is kind of a shame. Is they probably don't have any basics. Yeah, so we're going to be dealing 30 damage minimum, like, period. We might actually have to be attacking with Lele, which feels weird. And that feels really bad. Oh no, this is like the worst deck we could come up against. Of all decks, of all meta decks out there, we come up against Guzzlord, which is in itself is not meta. So that's just a bit irritating, if I say so myself. I mean, we can hope that they draw into a Guzzlord, right? Considering they're not just playing raw energy, and hopefully they're playing up a Pokemon that they could draw into. But again, they can't actually attack this turn, which is why I was kind of comfortable attaching the energy to Dusknoir. But Lele can actually be really helpful here. because we're dealing 2, 4, 6, 8, 100 damage just from them having energy on them. Okay, so they discarded a ton. And they're going to have a ton of energy. Oh my god, Lele can just come in and wreck. Okay, so what is going on? 6 times 2, that's 12. Plus 2 more, so that's 160 damage. Plus the 2 that we're going to have from a DCE, that's 180. And then if we get some more going, we can just one-hit KO this Guzzlord. So I think what I'm going to do is I made the mistake of attaching to the Lele there. But, well, say that's a mistake. We're only doing, what, 10 damage to this guy? So I won't say that's necessarily a mistake. It would drop the Lele now anyway to get a supporter, right? I did kind of make a misplay there, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Look at what we're up against. I think we have room for misplays, if I'm going to be honest. As long as they don't bench another Guzzlord, we've pretty much got game coming up soon. So I'm kind of comfortable with where we're at. I mean, might as well just get another one out, right? Whilst we're here. And spell tag this Lele. Let's do that. And just pass. I think that's just what we're going to do. We can let this person take out this Dusknoir and just hope that they don't have the Guzzlord to bench, right? They've already got rid of one. They're probably playing just a ton of, like, energy and item cards and just playing the 4 Guzzlord. That's going to be my assumption here. Oh, wow, they're going for the Guzman. Okay, so they're actually going to take out the Lele. That's a smart play because they know that's the threat. So I'm kind of happy I put the spell tag there, because that could be relevant. That could be really relevant. Okay, so we're dealing 160 now, right? Oh, no, we need a choice band. And we got rid of choice band. Oh, no. They could glut GX and take... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. They could glut GX and take 3 prize cards and just have 1 prize card left. This is awful. Okay, we're getting a Lele back. That's what we're doing for certain, so we can at least get a supporter here. And we're going to get Malamar. Oh, no. I don't know if I've done this wrong. I don't think I have done this wrong. If we could find a retreat... Well, we can't retreat. But what I could have done is attach Elegy Malamar to a Lele, and then we would have the KO here. But let's see what they've got going on in their hand anyway. Oh, they got a Guzzlord. But we don't want to bench it. Oh, no, this is horrible. Oh, no, this is really bad. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, no. Okay, we were forced to bench it, unfortunately. That's just where we're at. At least we dropped 3 damage counters on it, am I right? Let's just attach that here and just hope they don't have some awkward Guzma play again. Let's just do that. Yeah, I know we could have attacked it this turn with the... Oh, I'm just misplaying everything. I know I could have got a Guzma there, which could have actually been better. I could have Guzma and beaconed or something. But we're good. Yeah, spell tag on you. And... Oh, we could. This is quite entertaining. We could go down the Alola Ninetales GX and we could Sublimation GX that Guzzlord rather than having to rely on Lele. I've completely forgot. I throw a Rainbow Energy in here just so I can attack with Ninetales. In case we come up against Blacephalon, right? Oh, there's the Glutton. Oh, it feels so bad. Feels horrible. Okay, so we are going to take this thing out now. And we are going to put the other 3 on here. I don't know if I already had the KO with the Lele and I should have just thrown it on this one. But hey, we have pretty much 2 turns to attack because they are not getting anything charged up after this turn here. So we have turns here to actually take some prizes. And potentially win in the hopes that they don't bench. Okay, and we got the Ninetales as well, which feels fantastic. That feels really good. Awkwardly, I'm going to have to discard a DCE here. But I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, no! Why? Why is both Ninetales prized? Oh my god, this is bad. This is horrid. I mean, let's just assume we're taking one from the prize. I mean, that's all we can do, right? We can just assume right now. So let's... what I'm going to do is accelerate 1 to a Vulpix for now. And attach a DCE to another. Let's just make sure I've got the numbers right. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 12, 14... 16, 18, 20, yeah, okay. Definitely. And then we just go for the KO with the Lele. Good stuff. Yeah, so the reason why I attached the Psyche to the Vulpix and the DCE to the bench Vulpix, Ninetales, good stuff. is so if one of the Vulpix get KO'd, regardless, the Rainbow Energy will allow us to use Sublimation GX. So, they can eat sloppily, we just retreat and win. So, in that case, I'm going to definitely play another game. Funny thing is they're going to eat sloppily, they could walk into a KO, which means I'm assuming they're probably going to quit, right? Because that's still KO range. I want to get the KO with the Sublimation. It's not every day you get to use Sublimation GX, right? So, let's have some fun here and go for the Sublimation GX. Let's do it. Let's do it. Should say the well played. And we will get into another game. Because that was just a meme deck. And I want to play a full-on game. A full-on game. That was exciting, to say the least. I'll tell you that's for certain. Let's get into another game and see what we come up against. We are on a bit of a win streak. So we should theoretically be coming up against better decks. Or at least better players. So we can definitely have a much more entertaining game. Oh no, is this... What deck is that? Is that Shintaro? Are we playing Shintaro's list? No, don't tell me we're doing Shintaro's deck. No, I don't want to play Shintaro's list. I think we just got to get the Ninetales out then and start attacking with it. But it's quite hard to find the Rainbow Energies, you know? Oh no, I don't want to be playing Shintaro's list. That's such a pain to play against. I think it's Shintaro because I saw Fairy, Colorless, Water and Grass. And that's like Slacking, Mudkip. Yeah, this is Shintaro. Okay, we got the energy. Let's just right now get Vulpixes and an Inkay. Like, although Dusknoir could actually really help, but I want to get early spread damage. That's like my goal right now is just to get early spread. So that's what we're gonna do. Plus, I'm going to throw an energy in a discard pile here and get myself a Dusknoir just in case we need to go down that road. And we have the Lele to bench to guarantee we get a draw supporter next turn. So it looks like we're in a good spot. And when we get the Ninetales out, hopefully we can get red candies to evolve anyway into the Dusknoir. So that's good news. I'm hoping that we can just get in there with the Ninetales really early and start picking off these bench Pokemon that are yet to evolve. In the hopes that we can just kind of shut down before they set up. Because what makes Shintaro's list work is when it sets up. If it doesn't set up, it doesn't work. So you have to just shut it down very early. And that's why I'm like going quite aggressively into the Vulpix with the Rainbow Energy early on. Because we need to guarantee that we get a KOs early. Now, I would love to play Guzma, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to do find a Cynthia. We need a... There's different routes we can take here. We need a Malamar. Or a Psychic Energy. And... Well, actually, no. Malamar would be good. Malamar and a Skateboard? Or Malamar Energy? Or there's ways we can do this. There's ways we can do this. We've got to think, though. We do need the... Okay. Oh, I think we have everything. I think we actually have everything here. Okay. Use your noggin. We need to Ultra Ball. And we need to get... Ninetales. In the process of doing so... Get rid of a DCE? That feels bad. Get rid of the energy? That feels bad. Yeah. And then we get the Ninetales. And then we can use Ninetales to get ourselves... I was going to say to get Retreat. I'm kind of happy I didn't discard that Psychic Energy. There we go. Jesus, my brain stopped working for a quick second there. Because we now have to attach it to the active. Which means we now have to get a Malamar. So what I'm going to do is use this... to get... Oh, we do have a Skateboard. Why did I not see it? Oh, because it's towards the end of the deck, isn't it? And a... Probably a Mysterious Treasure, just in case. We can grab another Lele if something's KO'd. So we can attach Mysterious Treasure. Attach to the Ninetales. There we go. I mean, we could actually get a Malamar now, which I'm actually okay with. Because we could use Malamar to accelerate to the Dusknoir, so at least we're not... you know, falling behind too much. So let's do that. Although we are in quite a dead draw situation now, where we're just relying on top decks, but I do want to... Oh, they've quit. Yeah, the Ninetales is definitely one thing you don't want to come up against when it's set up early if you are playing Shintaro's list. So we're getting into another game now. Gonna be quite a long video. Oh, we got 3 packs. Good stuff. Yeah, speaking of, actually, Zero Aura on the artwork. I have not pulled one Zero Aura in all the packs I've opened for Lost Thunder. Now, I know you're probably sitting there going, you got 4,000 coins, buy some packs and try and get it. It's like, well, what I'm trying to do is actually save up a lot of coins now for the next expansion, which is, of course, Team Up. So I can get all the relevant cards to go ahead and start making these crazy road decks early on. So that I don't fall behind, effectively speaking. So I'm just saving up my coins because I'm not sure if I will be in the best financial situation when that comes out at the time. So I'm just trying to build myself a safety net here. Anyway, get the Vulpix out in the active. That's really good. We're not going first, though, so we can't beacon right away. But I'm kind of happy with that in the active. And this hand is really bad. This is a really bad hand. I mean, it's giving you a mysterious treasure. Oh, look at that. That is stunning. Okay. Sometimes if you ask, you shall receive. Am I right? I think we can get rid of the escape board. I think that's fine. And get ourselves a Tapu Lele. And I think we need to Lele into a Lily here. I really would like to get Lecture here, but we just have no other way out right now. And we're just going to really put ourselves in a tough situation if we go for Elm's Lecture, because we'd just be relying on top decks, and I really don't want that. So we're just going to Lily for 6, and hopefully we can pull some search options here. We don't, but we have pulled another Dusknoir and another Vulpix. So I'm kind of comfortable benching you and benching another Dusknoir, and leaving that last spot for a... yeah, I'm definitely leaving that last spot for a Inkay, or an Inkay. Kind of irritated we didn't get the Inkay now, because that would have been good, because we could have used Malamar here to somehow get energy onto this, well, this Dusknoir, which will be coming out next turn. Are they going for... okay, they're definitely not going for turn 1 Kiawe, because they've just discarded a Kiawe, am I correct? That's going to be my guess. Because if they discarded the Kiawe to Lele for Kiawe, that doesn't make sense. So I'm assuming they're going to bench a Lele and go for a Lily. Okay, so it is a Ho-Oh deck. Ho-Oh deck. Not Santa Claus, Jesus. It is a Ho-Oh deck. But it's playing... Silvally, I like this. I like this. So that way you can retreat your Ho-Ohs and Phoenix Burn consistently, which is kind of fun, actually. Sounds really fun. And then you get to obviously use Silvally to accelerate energy to Ho-Ohs if you have one down that doesn't have energy. I like this. I like this idea. This is really fun. Okay, so we have the red candy. Let's get this out. They've benched a ton of Pokemon anyways. We don't really need to force them to do it. So that's kind of good. We can evolve this one here. That's good news. And I'm not going to attach an energy just yet. I'm going to attach this escape ball to the active and go for a Lily and see if we pull a DCE. Which we do. Great stuff. Oh, we pulled the red candy down. We didn't even need to evolve to the Dusknoir, but that's fine. We're here. This is what we're doing, right? Let's do that. And we're going to Ultra Ball the Dusknoir and the energy, because I can rescue stretch the Dusknoir if I do need it next turn. And just get an Inkay out. That's not an Inkay, that's another Dusknoir. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Anyway, let's go for a Dark Invitation and see if we can find something. Let's see what the hand is anyway. So they've got DCEs and Cynthias. And they do have a switch, so they can switch into this next turn. We know that now, that's good news. And we're hitting him for what, 120 if I'm correct? This is 9 total, hitting 150. How about we do bench this? No, that just feels horrible. I really want an Inkay now, you know? I really do. Huh. I'm such an idiot. I could have got an Inkay down this turn, and I just didn't pay attention. And it's starting to bite me in the backside. But that's fine. We'll just, we'll roll with it. I want to leave that bench space open still for an Inkay. Just feels kind of bad that, you know, we're not doing it. We're not there. Now, this is the fun part. This is, I was just about to say, this is where Spell Tag could be good, even though they're still blurring it away. A Spell Tag will KO this Ho-Oh if they do take us out with a Spell Tag on the active Pokemon. So even if this is on the bench, if they have a way to take out one of my Pokemon with a Spell Tag on, we can just snipe this thing and take 2 prizes. So we don't really need to pay attention too much to this Ho-Oh anymore, which is good news. So, and they didn't play the switch, which is kind of risky because they're just potentially leaving this thing in the active. So... if I was them, I would have played the switch and just hoped to God, you know, that I found a Silvally and an energy, which they would have done with an Acrobike, and with the Ultra Ball, they definitely would have got the Silvally. So I'm assuming they may still have the switch in hand, considering they're now getting it. They don't even need the switch. What am I talking about? They can get free retreat. I know. I'm stupid sometimes, okay? I'm an idiot. But they did discard a ton of energy, so... they could have at least saved 1 energy for the Silvally and attacked this turn. They could have even Rebel GX my Dusknoir for KO. Here's to hoping they don't pull it off this Instruct. Fingers crossed. Me as well. One thing. Oh, they flopped. Okay, another one. I want to get a full game now. I really want to get a full game. We've played a bunch of stuff that's just a lot of them's quit or it's just not paid off. Like they discarded so much energy. They could have taken a turn just to attach to a Silvally. Or a moment to attach and discard a different card instead, and they would have got a Silvally attack where they could have KO'd me. And I like the inclusion of Silvally there, because you can even charge up your Salazzle, which is quite cool. Oh, another victory! Jesus. Oh my god, this time before I even actually get into the match. Now, I know that happens to a lot of people when you just join a game and they just preemptively quit. Now, there could be a few reasons. They could join the game and then they have to go, you know, at the point of joining the game. Or, in my belief, I'm assuming what's most commonly happening, is that they are probably joining and they just don't have the right network connection, and then they cut off midway during connecting into the game. So that way it just goes to an instant victory. Not too sure. But hey, sometimes you can't complain. It is annoying, though, when you do want to play and actually have a good game and then you just get constant insta-quits. Right, let's evaluate our hand here. I think what we're going to do is discard a Dusknoir and a energy to get an Inkay down. I would love to get a Vulpix, though, considering we have the Ninetales, like, right here. So maybe getting a Vulpix would be better. And, yeah, I think a Vulpix would be the better choice. The reason being is because we play Mysterious Treasure. Oh, we're playing Gardevoir. Okay, this is going to be challenging. Because we play Mysterious Treasure and Ultra Ball, there's a lot more ways to get an Inkay down. But Vulpix, there's just Ultra Ball. So, oh wait, they could be less of an idiot. Oh wow, they've already got Time Ball, so I'm assuming they've already got a rare candy in hand, which is super scary. Is there a turn we can win? Is there a way we can win this turn? I don't think there is, unfortunately. Okay, so we're going to discard the Dusknoir. We're going to get a Lele down and go for Elm's Lecture. I think that's a smart thing to do. Instead of sitting here going, oh, one or the other, it's like, well, why don't you have all of them? So let's get the Lele down. And fingers crossed, we can pull off a win with this early setup. It's quite interesting. Okay, so let's get this down. And we just know they got a Gardevoir next turn. And they could have a Gardevoir Guzma play and take out something. So we need to be careful about what we're putting here. So I think we're going to do that. I think that's what we're going to do. And attaching an energy to the actives feels really, 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 really bad. It feels awful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach an energy here. That's like super risky. Really high risk play there. But we have this next turn. We can actually get a rare candy and an escape board and retreat the active Dusknoir and start going in. That was kind of my thought process there. So I'm almost dead certain they've got a Gardevoir. There we go. So let's say if you time a board and got a Gardevoir and you didn't have the rare candy, then it would have been better to get a Curlier, but clearly not. So they got the Guzma play, and I was super scared of that. But unfortunately, this is where we're at. We still have a way to get this Dusknoir out, which is good. And we can still go for the escape board route. So we're going to promote... Okay, the reason why I'm thinking like this is because if we get a Malamar, which we need, by the way, we need a Malamar in DCE, we won't be able to retreat it. So we have to promote the Lele, because we're going to evolve the Ninetales, which gives it 2 retreat. We have to promote the Lele. Yeah, that's fine. We're definitely getting an escape board, so like that's fine. Let's throw you here. Let's evolve you. Let's get a rare candy. Yeah. And an escape board. Right? And then we just have to, fingers crossed, grab a DCE and a Malamar. Like, that's where we're at. Although we're going to be doing, again, very minimal damage, and we're going to be inviting a lot of damage from the Gardevoir. But, Lily, please, give me some luck. Oh my god. Okay, we got it. We got it, right? But Jesus, that's quite a hand. I guess we're just going to get 2 energy out of here and get the Malamar. Scary thing is we have like no follow-up right now, and that's really scary. It's like we just get this Dusknoir out into the active and then bang. Okay, let's see what's going on in their hand. They got no energy, and they're playing some weird stuff. They're playing a Malasada. They're playing a Scoop Up. I mean, they're kind of dead drawing. We could go with Lele. We do more damage, but that's just like super risky. Okay, so their hand's dead. Their hand is dead. We have that knowledge. So I think we can just go in with the Dusknoir. We can't go into Ninetales without the Rainbow. So I think we could just go in with the Dusknoir now. So let's do this. Let's just do it. Let's just hit him for a nice 30 damage. And hope they just dead draw for the foreseeable future. Fingers crossed they didn't just get a Cynthia there. Fingers crossed on that one. Okay, so they got the Malasada and they're going to heal 20 damage. Yep. They had a Shiinotic. Okay, so they got a Nest Ball. So I'm assuming they're going to Nest Ball for the another routes? No. Okay, because obviously they got the Shiinotic then. Is it Shiinotic? Am I pronouncing that right? Yeah, Infinite Force. Ouch. Big ouch. I know. But at least we get a turn to actually attach an energy, and we can get another Duskull out, actually, which feels kind of good. So let's do that and just start to reset up effectively, because all we need to do now is draw a Dusknoir. That's it. We just need to top deck a Dusknoir, and then we can go for another attack. So that's good. That's really good stuff. Probably don't have anything in hand to bench, obviously. I'm assuming they just top deck the Nest Ball. Yeah, so again, what's this Shiinotic do? Once during a turn, you may attach... So you may search a deck for a fairy Pokemon, reveal it. Okay. So, I mean, that's okay, because if they start getting basics, then again, it's only going to invite more damage. So I'm quite comfortable with that. Yes, they're going to get the KO, but then we get to put 4 damage counters on... I kind of want to throw it on the Gardevoir. The Shiinotic will actually help us, effectively speaking. I know it allows them to get the evolutions out a lot quicker, but if they start getting basics into play, it's going to help us. So I'm kind of okay with them finding basics with this for the time being, so I'm not going to put the... spell tag damage on there. That's just what I'm thinking. So that is the KO. Oh, we could get it on the Guardy, but that's not really too great. Okay, let's just put the damage on this Gardevoir here and see if we can find our Dusknoir. Fingers crossed we top deck like a Lily. That would be great. Like a Lily would be fantastic. Come on. Every time I ask you, you do give it to me. So please, again, one more time. Go for it. No, god damn it. Oh no, that's horrible. That's terrible stuff. We could attack it for 20 damage. That's just ridiculous. Okay. We're going to attach one from the discard to the Ninetales. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to go and bring up the Duskull and use Dark Guidance to get another Duskull onto the bench. That's what we're going to do. We're going to recover it. So that way we still have the opportunity to evolve into it with this one being KO'd. That is crucial. That was like the big turn. That was the turn we needed to get something out to attack, because they are now starting to bench stuff and get things out. So it is kind of critical. But it's a bit confusing. This is quite an untraditional or a non-traditional, if that's the way to say it, Gardevoir list. So I'm quite confused. I'm actually coming up against this after, I think we're on a 5-win streak. I thought when you're on a win streak, I'm assuming the algorithm would match up against people who are also on a good win streak, and therefore are more likely to have a better deck. Although, tell a lie, this person is like just going crazy right now with his Guardy, so it just goes to show how good Gardevoir is, right? It's like you can dead draw, you're still going to win. Right, so... Oh, we got the Rainbow! Good stuff. Good stuff, would you look at that? I don't know why I'm celebrating my ultimate demise here, effectively. But we are here and we are going to do it. So they're going to be doing 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9. Southern Nation's going to do absolutely naffle. So let's get this Gardevoir here and just start spreading, I guess. I mean, we have the opportunity to do so. We do get a KO next turn if they don't take this thing out. Even if, no, I was going to say even if they retreat, but no, that is a complete lie. I'm just hoping. We're really hanging on by a thread here. I'm hoping we can just really kind of catch up is what I want to say. I'm hoping that we can do that. So there's the Infinite Force for a 90 damage. That's okay. We can actually take that again next turn. So, oh, look at that. Good stuff. Oh, this is just beautiful. And I think we have 2 energy in the yeah. Let's see what they got going on in their hand now anyway. So they got the Curlier, Power Pad, and a Rescue Stretch. So that's fine by me. We are hanging by a thread, but we are out here just still doing. Like, we're still doing here. We're still doing stuff. Okay, let's take this out and get the Gardevoir there. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. What do we pull here? Dusclops and a Cynthia. So we get a draw. Thank God. We actually get a way out. They're definitely taking out this Ninetales now. That's for certain with that Gardevoir. I'm just hoping they bench some more stuff, you know. They did have a Rescue Stretch. So they could, if they really want to, although I wouldn't recommend it on their end, is go for the rescue stretch and attack and get the other rolls out. But they're not doing that. Obviously, they're getting another rolls. I mean, hats off to my opponent. This is a good engine. It works. It does work. But there's so many like bench fairy Pokemon that you could play in Gardevoir now. There's the Ribombis, and there's 2 Ribombis. There's the Ribombis that get energy in your hand, which works fantastic with it. And there's also the Ribombi, is it Ribombi, that prevents your fairy Pokemon from being Guzma'd, which is also fantastic. So like there's really loads of fairy support for Gardevoir recently. I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't think we have it. I just don't think we have game. We're just not dealing the damage, and just fell behind way too quickly, unfortunately. So they've got Gardevoir's galore in their hand. Jesus Christ. Let's do the... We might as well just go in and attack, right? That was a bit silly. I should have Cynthia'd first and then see what we, come into before using Malamar. But, yeah, let's be real. It ain't happening. We could Lele. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, we can't Lele. That's very bad. Let's not Lele, please. I guess we can attach DCE here, right? No. No, we're not. Alright, Mind Jack for what? 120? Pretty cool, right? This card can hit some good damage. And can do some spread damage. It's definitely a good card. Except that it requires a ton of energy to attack, which Gardevoir is like, yeah, I'll eat all of that up. I'll have all of that. So they're hitting 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 8. Yeah, they got game. I don't even know what I'm doing. They've got game. Let's just concede. Such a weird amount of games. That was weird. So we won pretty much every game up until we hit the Gardevoir, but we came up against some crazy weird decks. And that Gardevoir just worked. Anyway, with that said, let me show off the list to you. I actually think Dusknoir is good. I just think it's good. But at the same time, weak to dark, Gardevoir takes it out. You can see why it's not in the meta, obviously. But it is a fun rogue card to play, and it works very well with Ninetales. There's great synergy with Malamar and Spell Tag and Spread, and you could try Tapu Koko. There's loads of ways you can play Dusknoir, and having the ability to force their opponent's Pokemon into play, not only amplifying your damage, but also doing spread damage, is something that people should look at. I still think the Chandelure list, which I will leave a card annotation to your right side of the screen, I still think that is the better effective stage 2 psychic type deck, because it does an incredible amount of damage. It's insane. You should really watch it if you haven't. The damage it does is madness. But it's still something fun to play if you're sitting at home and you just want something to build. I will leave the deck list, which I need to copy now, so not forget. I will leave that in the description, and of course it will be in my Discord server if you do want to join and see it there. But other than that, do leave a like if you did enjoy, and of course subscribe for more content every day of the week. But up until seeing you next time, do take care. Peace.